Hello and welcome to the first episode of Coiled Gamers. I'm your host Dustin. We have Solomon, Mark, and Brandon. This episode is brought to you by Harlequin Woodworks, custom e-pipes, acrylic boxes, and more. LungPunchVape.com, Hammond boxes, switches, and other DIY parts. Home of the LPV PCB board, just dropping solder that bitch in. Vapor Box Mods, home of the Vapor Box Mod, local to Las Vegas. And welcome. This podcast, we're going to be focused on nerdy, limited to absolutely nothing. Talk about anything and everything that we like here.
Yay, Gapes!
Do your special thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
Thanks.
we're going to be doing this podcast, hopefully weekly. We're going to have a few people on once in a while.
Lots of beers.
Lots of beers, lots of drinking. Let's go for it, guys. All right, so, Coiled Gamers. What's been going on in everybody's week so far?
We've been, on the Harlequin Woodworks here, we've been doing a lot of fun with our new CNC machine. We just got a Piranha CNC. Really nice, real small, compact. They don't exactly give you all the programs you need to work with, I found out.
Really?
Yeah, they give us very good, simple programs to do lines and squares, but not for the nice 3D rendering or anything else, so we've been having to hack a lot of those programs and get those things running. But so far, it's actually been running pretty well.
Do you need to learn CAD for that, or what?
James knows that. James knows all CAD, so I do not have to worry at all.
Thankfully, it wasn't for James. There's plenty of connections throughout the people we all know. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
Well, that definitely works. There's always crash course videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not good at crash course videos.
Yeah, this crash course AutoCAD usually takes about 4 years of education to learn. Yeah, that'd be good.
Wait, they just pressed 3 buttons and came up with a sphere. I can't even make a line after 15 buttons.
Well, that definitely sucks. I mean, I had an interesting week. I actually witnessed a car crash. I was on my way to work. I'm standing there at my second bus stop, and I'm listening to, what was it? Jay and Silent Bob Get Old's podcast. I'm sitting there just facing forward. I hear it crash off to the side. I look, and I see these two cars just plow into each other.
Oh, fun.
Luckily, there was an empty lot right behind us, and they managed to make it like a fucking soccer goal between two posts without hitting either of them and skidding out into the empty lot.
So it didn't affect traffic. Good on them.
Yeah, it did. Well, it did. It did. We almost had a Final Destination moment. Oh my god. So the cars go ahead and crash. Me and this other guy, we don't know each other. We know nothing of what's going on. We just drop our bags. Hell, I kept my bag on, and we just ran. He went for one car, I went for another. Check for fire real quick, pull out the driver's side, go on to the passenger side, and she's complaining of extreme stomach pains.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, well...
That's the point where you go, oh, I cannot touch right now. This is the part where...
She was like, let me get out of the car. I'm like, no, you stay there. I'm going to call 311 real quick. Go ahead and call 311, give them the information, whatever. And then me and the other guy have to take all the stuff out of the fucking road. Because there's a bumper, there's fucking car parts all over the fucking place.
Scavenger hunt!
That's pretty much what it was. And this other truck that just didn't give a shit.
You can find extra parts for your stuff.
I know, I love scavenging.
Scavenging is fun. But, like, everything was broken. There was nothing intact on the road, except for this girl's glasses, which flew out of the car onto the road without a scratch.
What?
Gorilla Glass is awesome.
Right? Fucking Corning knows how to make their shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, like, we go ahead, get everything out of the road, and this truck just blasts by through the green light and, like, knocks a piece of debris up from the road at one of us. And I'm just like, it's fucking Final Destination. Let's get the rest of the shit out of here. I don't care if it's fucking with a goddamn police investigation. We need to get out of the fucking road before somebody dies.
Yeah.
So we do that, cops roll up. We're still waiting for the bus, mind you. And the cop says, okay, well, which one of you called? And would you stay here for a statement? I'm like, look, they have my number, they have my name. They can call if they damn want. I'm getting to work on time. So that's...
Because your work wouldn't give a shit. Were you in the accident?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, shit, with his work. Were you in the accident? Our bone's broken? You can still work. Come on in.
Yeah.
That's exactly the
Just
thing.
walk.
My work is full of convicts and Nardwell, so, I mean, they don't give a shit. They just want you in.
Bones sticking out from the side
Yeah.
of
Hey,
your elbow. You're fine.
You can still use your left arm. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. Just a little bit of super glue. Stick it all back together.
Robitussin.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it is.
Neosporin.
Get this. My work, if you're on your lunch break, they do not care if you go to Dottie's and get a drink. As long as you don't come back to work entirely wasted, they don't give a fuck.
So
Hey, it's
so
pretty
heavily
much my work,
buzzed is
too.
okay.
Except
So-
they're the ones handing out the beers to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. And, like, you work at Zappos.
I do.
So I definitely want to try and get in there. Because I heard they also have, what's it called? Bloody Mary Wednesdays or something like that?
They do, and every now and then they also have margarita machines all set up, at least once a week throughout the different floors.
You see,
Sometime
I'm not
those
too
is in the
much
morning.
for...
Kegs pretty much everywhere,
You see,
especially in the tech area, because I guess people programming the website need to drink.
well, hey, you guys-
Have you
Yeah,
ever seen the
I
coding on that, dude?
Yeah.
There ain't no way I could ever do that sober. All right,
It's true.
I can't even look at that sober.
Zappos understands people in the tech field. Let them smoke weed, let them drink, they'll do their job better.
Yeah, it's fucking insane like that, man.
Like, you got really good computer solving skills and stuff.
Well, I mean, that's exactly how it goes, really. I
You're
mean, my work,
troubleshooting like crazy.
I stare at 2 computer screens simultaneously on an ancient fucking Vista box. And
Yikes.
I run about 13 programs simultaneously and have to monitor all the numbers.
Oh my god.
And
You need all that RAM too to be able
That's
to do
the
that.
thing. It's like they maxed out my RAM and I still managed to crash it. I'm the only person in the building that manages to crash my fucking computer every day without fail.
You have been convicted of hacking before, so I mean it wouldn't be that hard for you to.
It wasn't hacking, it was illegal use of a computer.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay? Nobody had heard that fucking term. Not me, not my judge, nor my fucking public defender.
Yeah, but still, if you're able to do that, guaranteed you could probably crash anything.
I mean, I'll be honest with you what it is. It's like I'm
An
able to maneuver
accomplishment.
around the Sonic wall and get to YouTube and open up my Tor browser. So if I'm able to go ahead and talk to people on fucking Facebook and whatever, I mean, shit, I'm gonna do it. So I'll sit there and I'll crash the fucking computer, tell my fucking junior, hey, go ahead and handle it for 5 fucking minutes. I'll be back in a second.
I have a social life, guys. I need a way to get to Facebook. Fuck you.
Not so much that. If you're just sitting there watching numbers fly by you on a screen
Yeah,
with
we-
micro adjustments, oh my god, it's a doldrum.
I'd probably kill myself after like the
Why do you
first
think
5
I'm
minutes.
trying to get out of there so hard? I've been trying to get into this, which, speaking of which, so I'm going to be going to this meet and greet tour at Zappos, which they ask some of the most bizarre questionnaires. I have to ask you, why would they want to know what my if I could turn into any one animal, what would it be? They asked me that question.
We gotta
for a tour.
Well, you got to understand. Yeah, well, it's probably the same questions they ask during interview processes as well, because most of your interview questions are that sort of shit, because they hire about 90% your personality and 10% your skills.
Right.
And also you got to understand, like, when you were applying, you were going up against about 500 different people for one spot.
Oh, okay.
Well, goddammit, I need to fucking find a way to hack my application out to the best.
Just keep trying, man. That's really all it is.
Use the
But
illegal
here's the
computer
most bizarre
method.
thing. So get this. I get denied for the job. I'm like, okay, cool, fine, whatever. Next time, better luck, right?
Mhm.
And then I go to this place, or to this event called the S'more, where it's like there's s'mores, there's games and everything, and I participated in the first game, and my team fucking won. And we won this goddamn tour, and I fucking deserved that shit, which I'm very happy about. But they send me the information for the tour, and then I don't know if the email was an error, but they sent me another application email saying, hey, we've been looking around and you popped out, and I'm just like, wait, what?
It's called the cock tease. They want to keep teasing you. They want to give you those
Some
e-balls.
reward. Shit.
Well,
It very well
and also
may
the
be.
thing is, what you went to was an Insights event. Insights is what they're doing most of their hiring through now. So they figured if you were there, you were interested in being hired, and because you made an impression, they're sending you the application again.
But here's what's bizarre. My theory is that I may have lost the job based on my first interview because I wore a tie. That's one of the things that I'm very much worried about. So I go ahead and I click the link in the email, and it's like, you already submitted an application, don't send in another one. I'm like, let me fix my problem.
90
Please give me a
days.
chance.
In 90 days, you can do it again. But yeah, don't wear a tie to Zappos. We used to actually cut, when people came in with ties for interviews, we used to cut their ties and hang them on the wall.
I still
Wow.
saw them on the wall when I went in.
Wow.
I saw that, and I immediately understood my faux pas, and I was like, well, fuck
This is
me.
getting pretty shady now. Like, just
Well,
the
then-
hiring processes
Then I
are getting
really
pretty
wonder how I
shady.
did not get pulled in. I wore a bow tie.
Yeah.
Something definitely unique. Nobody wears a fucking bow tie until Doctor Who came out.
Hey, Kevin Kabasa, my little friend, he wears a bow tie to work every goddamn day.
I went in
For
a
no
Batman
reason.
t-shirt and jeans and got hired the second I walked out.
I hate you so much right now. Because my job is hell. My job is...
You
Hopefully we'll
don't
be changing that.
understand.
Hopefully we'll be changing that in a few weeks.
I mean, if Zappos doesn't pick me up, I'm going to get my guard card and go ahead and do that. Because, I mean, call centers, I want to get out of it unless it's inbound and unless I could actually help people. Instead of trying to get them to sign up for these 2-3 year programs that you don't know what the fuck's going
Right.
on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a dangerous, slippery slope. Let's go ahead and use that propaganda way. So,
Coiled Gamers, where did this all come from? Boredom.
well, it wasn't even so much boredom. I mean, I listen to Kevin Smith's podcast all the time, and if you listen to every one of his podcasts, you'll hear the same story about 8 times.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
And it's beautiful because it really drives the point home, and he's just like, you know what? Do a podcast. Anybody could do this shit. He's like, if I could do this shit, anybody could do
Rooster
this
Teeth
shit.
says the same exact thing. If you can do it, just do it.
Yeah, and so I'm just like, you know what? I've been
Simple as a
talking about
mic
this for fucking ever.
and computer.
Hell yeah. I've been talking about it forever. I want a podcast. I wonder how a podcast would be.
The only
Fucking
thing that
sitting here like Socrates. And I'm just like, you know what? God damn it. Fucking put the word out there. Who wants in on this shit? And here's what we come up with.
And the unique thing
Talk
about
about
trying to
vapes,
make
video
it,
games, and whatever the fuck.
Yep.
Just all the shit.
Vapes,
Right.
video games, comics, all the fun stuff.
Complain about your job?
yeah, pretty much.
Unless you're me.
I'll be honest. If I wait that 90 days and that application's still open, this fucking video's going up as my video application.
Hi,
want video
I recommend him. I am
Yeah.
Brendan. I'm on the resource desk at Zappos.
Yeah,
He's
when,
my buddy. He's awesome.
when you guys first started, I tried. You guys
You're
didn't
totally
like
not
me.
getting hired now. My recommendation means nothing.
Dude, I just got a Marine hired at my work on my word. And then what does he do? Complains about his PTSD, walks out, and never comes back.
Oh.
My word is shit at my work now. I've been there 2 years. If I don't show up to work, there's 2 people trained for my job. Me and one other person trained by me. If I don't show up, things are fucked.
Yeah.
You should use that as a threat more often then.
I tried, and they said because I don't make deals, I don't deserve more money.
And you're like, good, then I'm not coming in tomorrow.
I wanted to
Wow.
do that, but at the same time,
You need money.
yeah, I need money. I need money. And until either this podcast gains some traction or Harlequin Woodworks blows up and we go ahead and do some really big shit on there, until then, I really can't get rid of this job.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part, because it's like, I need the money to get the guard card, but I don't have the money to spare because my job isn't good enough right now. I mean, making $8.25, I believe it was Winston Churchill who said that minimum wage was never meant to be a living wage.
No.
So, for them to just go ahead and expect me to just sit here and take it up the ass and deal with it, it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I've recently gotten into credit cards. Those change your life a little bit.
Right?
And they're also scary as fuck.
Right?
But at the same time, I'm like, I'm out of money. Oh, wait, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm never gonna get to that point.
Minimum
I
of
don't.
300.
Yeah.
You try to build it up. Oh, you want us to spend more money? Okay, that's fine with me. As long as you make my maximum
Yeah.
go higher.
All I gotta
that's
pay off is $25 a month. Okay, cool.
You know what?
I
no
really-
interest rate? Oh, okay. Now I'll go up to 25 after a year.
Yeah.
Eh, whatever.
Be glad you're not a mod whore, okay? If that was there, your credit card, you'd be fucked, okay?
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how many people I see. They're like, yeah, man, we're trying to make things like every week. I gotta sell this mod. 2 days later, dude, check out this new mod. I got $500. Why? What happened? You just sold everything to make your rent, and now you wouldn't buy this. I have a problem understanding a lot of, people bitten by the mod bug that have no money, but constantly have to have the latest fad, even if it's not good.
It's okay.
You see-
I've run in my own addiction here recently. RPG books for tabletop games. Yeah.
We
Those
kind of
are
had that effect on you, okay? That was my
That was your fault, but you're
Yeah.
all reaping the goddamn benefits.
Yeah, there ain't nothing like Call of Cthulhu.
Well, anyway, what you were saying about like Kevin Smith. Speaking of that, since it's Sunday, guess what's on tonight?
Isn't Comic Book Man?
Comic Book Man. Yeah.
You know, sadly, I don't have actual cable, so I can't watch it, and they don't have it on Hulu or Netflix. So what sucks is it's like
It's
I don't
called,
know. If
it's
there's
called
any...
kick-ass torrents because they immediately upload within 15
Hell,
minutes.
there's
of it
streaming
being-
sites, man.
Yeah,
There's
I know one streaming site that uploads at least within an hour. of it,
Exactly.
right?
See,
You know,
and then there's
everything.
and then you can watch The Walking Dead and Better Call Saul, which I'm actually excited for.
I
guys.
give not two shits about The Walking Dead. Yes, I'm gonna get a lot of haters there. Fuck The Walking Dead, alright?
But-
If you guys want to know about Norman Reedus, go fucking watch goddamn Boondock Saints.
Yeah,
That's
I was about
where
to
he's
say,
fucking
yeah, you
famous
could watch
from.
that
Not
too.
fucking Walking Dead.
You know,
Fuck you guys.
I tried Walking Dead. I was there for about
I read
3.5
the comics.
seasons until it really started hitting me that this is a fucking daytime drama with zombies in it. The acting
Yes.
was that fucking awful. The characters constantly went out of character in order to do things for the point of dramatic effect. And you started hating pretty much everybody but Daryl.
So you don't.
That's how it came.
You wouldn't like Arrow then, huh?
No, actually, Arrow's pretty good.
Arrow's been pretty
I
good
love-
so
The
far.
Flash,
But it
however,
is pretty much the whole
God.
You know,
teaser
I
of
can't
like
get
being a
into
drama.
Arrow.
You know?
But it's not Smallville bad though.
No.
Oh
Smallville
yeah,
was
okay. I
very
give
much-
you that. Yeah.
No
Smallville-
costumes, no
yeah.
superpowers, no flying.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
it
I
was
do-
Days of Our Lives with Superman. That was Smallville and why I didn't like it.
That's why I never even
But
started
hey,
watching
that
it.
fucking Lana Lang and Lois Lane, man, they were cute on that.
So are most people in daytime dramas.
Well, I don't watch other daytime dramas. I'm not sitting here watching Days of Our fucking lives.
No, no.
Can I say?
The
Yeah,
good
you can
series
just wake
to
up
come
in the
out-
morning, beat one off, you're good to go. Daytime. That's
No,
what my grandma does to him, I guess.
The good series has come
On a
out.
plastic
The
couch.
Flash.
Yeah. Gotta
Has
keep it clean.
anybody been keeping up on the
I
Flash?
watched The Flash, I watched Arrow, I watched Constantine, and I watched Gotham.
And-
which
and
I have to admit, Gotham's amazing.
Fuck Gotham, they are fucking up every goddamn fucking character in there.
I disagree,
And they are
man.
raping it, okay?
I disagree. I really like the fact that
Really? Poison Ivy? Really?
Hey, Poison
Well,
Ivy was just a little girl at the
this
time,
is
it
not
makes
based
sense.
on the comics. They even said it's not based on the comics or the New 52 in that matter.
Aren't they ending
And plus,
the New
it's probably the
52
best.
anyway?
Yeah, they're
anything-
in the New 52.
If I can give Gotham anything, they've done the best with Penguin than any other iteration.
Yes, that's the
ever.
reason why. He's the
Okay.
reason why that this show is
Cobblepot
very
is done very well. I'll give it that.
And I heard Sandman was just introduced.
But I'm also already really, really tired and fucking sick of the kid that plays
Scarecrow.
Bruce Wayne.
Did
Like,
you
you
hear that
whiny
in
little
one of-
bitch, stop it, please.
Did you hear that in one of the live action shows? They're supposed to be bringing in Gorilla Grodd.
There-
On
yeah,
the Flash.
Flash,
On
yeah.
the Flash.
How the
latest
fuck are they
episode.
doing Gorilla Grodd and having people stick around for it? Because it's such a campy character sometimes.
It is, but everything in the Flash, they make it campy but worth it. Like Captain Freeze, they even have, was it Captain Boomerang?
Okay.
Yeah, they had Captain Boomerang.
Here's a question I have about
They have the
that.
And
Pied
Captain Cold.
Piper.
Captain Cold.
yeah.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
I know that in the original storyline of Flash, that his wife was killed by Captain Freeze. Did they keep that in the storyline?
I mean,
or did they
Captain
change
Cold?
it?
'Cause he doesn't
Like
have a
Captain
wife.
Cold.
No, he doesn't
He's
have
a
a wife.
teenager.
Okay,
And also, gotta remember, there's like 4 or 5 different Flashes.
yeah,
He-
you
yeah.
have the
The whole
Flash.
Flash-
You have Flash, Opposite Flash, Professor Zoom.
No, he means like as in the hero himself.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there's-
There's different.
There's 5 different
There is
reincarnations of
Wally West, Barry Allen. There's the first guy. I never knew the first guy. I was really
Yeah,
into the
because
first
also
guy.
the entire Flash mythology is it's based on time travel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
he's
so much time
he's the
travel
one that
and-
creates a
and-
paradox.
And that's the great
Yeah.
thing is, right off the start of the new Flash series, there is time travel because
Yeah,
Dr. Wells
I was about
is
to get to
not
that.
from that time.
No.
I don't know if he's
Well, they reveal
opposite
it.
Flash
I was about to get into
or
that,
if he's
actually.
Professor Zoom because it's a possibility he's both and not because even if you go through the lore, there's no Professor Wells.
Mhm.
This is a new character
Yeah,
to the
like,
series. So
that's
it's like-
exactly what I'm trying to say about like Gotham. It's
Yeah.
a totally different thing too.
but they're keeping a lot more canon in this series.
Yeah, I understand that, but
they're,
you know,
they're just clashing certain canon things together. Because I mean, when it comes to Opposite Flash, there's more Opposite Flashes than there are actual Flashes.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
Well,
there's a
the
bunch
whole
of
team of the
reverse
speedsters,
flashes and
isn't
stuff.
there?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, it's the speedsters.
the reverse
Like Speedball.
the reverse flash is completely the one that creates the whole Flashpoint paradox
Yeah.
in the first place. And the thing is, what I'm excited for this show is the fact that are they going to go with the Speed Force or are they just teasing something else?
They've already talked about the Speed Force.
Yeah.
Did they talk about the Speed Force?
In a scene after
I haven't
the
seen the
credits.
latest two
Okay.
episodes, but yeah.
Now, here's
I
the
wanna
thing
see
that
that
I'm going to
credits
want to
again.
see. I want to see when they bring in the Speed Force, if they all get wiped out by, what was it, Superboy Prime.
Oh,
That
interesting story
storyline
arc. Yeah.
is fucking amazing. And you know how I stumbled on Superman Prime, who is now one of my favorite fucking heroes? I was looking up Dula Dent. Because she
Dula
has
Dent.
such a
Oh.
fucking weird ass background.
Who
Until
did-
one of the
you don't
monitors
even
comes
know
down.
who
That was
she is,
literally-
like, really.
That was literally a couple fucking artists on drugs going,
Let's make
Dude,
a
what if
Willy
we put
Wonka kind
all
of girl.
these together?
She just walks through time and fucking space and galaxies and doesn't give a fuck.
And then she keeps saying
Her
that
and
she's
Deadpool would make the perfect couple.
and it's funny because she always says like, "Oh, I'm the daughter of Joker," or "I'm the daughter
of the Riddler,
of
Penguin.
Harvey Dent. I'm the daughter of." It's like, what? Make up your mind, like seriously.
And then you find out that it's like, okay, she has two parents. One of them is a female incarnation of, I think it was not Joker, but Two-Face.
Yeah, she
And
is
then Joker
Harvey Dent's daughter.
Joker, who was actually the jokester, who was a failed comedian, was her biological father, who left, and then Riddler or Penguin was the new fucking
Riddler.
father. Riddler.
A Penguin was too at one point.
And it's just so bizarre. And it's like, how many times do you have to let her into the fucking Titan's West until she burns you enough times that you just don't give a fuck?
My answer to that is it's written by DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
DC is pretty complicated in what they
You
try
see,
to
I
put
don't
their
get-
story arcs together.
That's
don't
why
get
they had
these
to fucking
headaches with
start
Marvel.
over.
And that's why the multiverse is like questionable, especially in the new 52.
The multiverse arc is like looking at One Piece, the storyline. It's here we go, and everywhere.
It fucking goes
But
out like
but
bloodbath.
it is exciting though to see a possibility in the TV shows
Yes.
to put in a multiverse, which I have my little theory about this, where I believe that if there is a multiverse in TV universe, it can correspond with a movie universe, with the multiverse.
It can,
Well,
but
that's
here's where
only
they
if-
contradict that.
Yeah.
They have said that they're going to be making a Flash movie, but it's not going to be the same Flash as the TV
That's
show.
what I'm trying to say. Like it could be, like they could be going after like maybe another Green Arrow in a movie, and basically they meet each other, but they're totally different looking people.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all part of like maybe a multiverse that another universe that we don't know about. Like you know how there's Earth 2, there's Earth 3, there's Earth 4, all the way up to Earth 20. I believe was since the whole Infinite Crisis kind of thing.
Which I think is the worst way to
Yeah,
ever
but
try
I
to
mean-
explain away.
I
all
mean,
these
they
crossing
never
storylines.
got into detail of each one though. But yeah, like they never like got into
It's up those stairs.
like the actual each one. You know, the only ones that they ever showed like real story arcs of is Earth 2, Earth 5, Earth 16. But they always went up to at least 20. That's what they said is the final one that they've ever been up to. But what if they're trying to do something that's different? Like DC is trying to create something with Warner Brothers and say the TV, stations into creating something like Earth 21. Or
That just sounds like
it's
a movie right there, Earth 21.
Which I mean could be interesting if DC movies could ever start being good.
Yeah.
Well, there's
on
only
Earth 2
one.
they are.
On Earth 2
Okay,
they're great.
but here's the thing: there's only one
When you go to
real.
Earth 2 and
There's
watch a
only one real
Superman
movie right now, though. There's only one real movie of the new cinematic universe, which is Man of Steel. That's the only real movie. So we can't really.
Which didn't everybody get so angry because he just destroys the fucking city, unlike
Yeah.
how Superman should?
And then
But
kills
that's
Zod.
That's the
but
whole
it's more
point.
realistic,
That's
though.
that's the whole
That's
point,
how
though.
it is.
Yeah.
That-
and that's why Batman might be involved in the second movie to take that motherfucker down for his reckless endangerment
But
of
that's
humanity.
but that's the whole point, though. He's starting. He doesn't know. He's facing generals and lieutenants. He doesn't know how to fight. He's completely been a farmer all of his life, mostly. And he's fighting these generals and lieutenants like everybody expects him to know how to fight these guys without destroying a whole entire city and not knowing like how strong he really is. So honestly, it's like I understand the judgment of like maybe comparing it to the Avengers or something, but you got to understand that he's a single person that doesn't know his own powers. He barely knows that he's a Kryptonian, and he just finds out that he has to fight these freaking godly characters that are as strong as him, by the way, and he has to take him out by himself. A whole bunch of other Kryptonians.
And speaking of aliens that he actually fights, have you heard of the new origin story for Doomsday?
Oh my god, right?
It's General Zod.
It's kind of bizarre, though. It's like he's not an alien from a planet that was, like, the product of, like, infinite amounts of experiments. This time it's like, okay, mutated. No! Here you go.
What next? The Brainiac is the Hulk?
Here's what I want to see, though. I want to see them bring him into that fucking blue spandex underwear he fucking wears.
No, they wanted to get away from that. That was the whole thing.
So pretty much what you're saying is Doomsday in the New 52 is A Kryptonian that got injected with like the T virus or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, it's a great way to
That's
bring
fantastic.
It's a great
Stars.
Well, no, it's a great way to actually bring back Resident Evil the way it should be.
Oh, you mean scary?
Yeah.
Kryptonian.
Not just
fucking
look.
zombie.
There's millions of copies of her, all of which I want to bang.
Speaking of Resident Evil, they just re-released the very first game as an HD. It's still aged fucking perfectly. There's still that tension. There's still the atmosphere. It reminds
It's the
you of what
GameCube
made.
remake, that was remastered.
It's what made that.
I want to see how Majora's
franchise.
Mask does on the remake.
By the way, for that remake, I don't know if you guys know me. I'm also Killswitch in 2PC Gamers, and we might do a playthrough of Resident Evil pretty soon. So
Definitely have to check that out.
Link will be provided below if it's a video, and somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's going to be in the doobly-doo.
Yeah.
Maybe. We don't
Maybe
know.
there, in this spot.
Yeah.
And either way,
the
you have
annotation
it.
right
Yeah.
here.
No matter what corner YouTube decides to put it in, since they still haven't fixed it yet in all the years, click the subscribe button, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
The next question is going to be, whose YouTube is this going to be on? This could be on 2PC Gamers. I have my YouTube that is completely fucking hit.
There's
think it would
many
be-
YouTubes.
I honestly
We'll
think
put 'em on
make
all
a
the
YouTube
tubes.
for.
I mean,
I already built a Twitter and
One
I
of you,
have YouTubes.
one of us,
You
make a
no,
Coiled Gamers
right there.
YouTube.
He has no YouTubes. He must have a YouTube.
But I also have no audience.
No. These people
You
on
have
here,
us.
all these people will now
I
become your
have 3
audience.
fans. Yay.
No, you'll have more than 3.
The only time that I've ever been...
We have 72 now, so it's
Oh,
been
there you
growing
go.
pretty well, actually. It's ever since we did the giveaways and all that, people have been going, "Oh my god, I want that headset!"
Oh, there will be giveaways later in different podcasts. I can guarantee that.
Yeah.
Box
Absolutely.
mods, juice, all that fun stuff. Maybe comics. I don't know.
I don't know when this is coming out. You think it's coming out tomorrow or something?
Give it a week.
Give a week?
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
give it
well,
about a week. Either
we're gonna
way,
have a
we
new...
have a lot of editing to
because
do.
tomorrow we have a Game DS giveaway.
Keep in mind,
Finishing up.
either way, they have no idea what day we're recording this.
Nah.
So we could say,
Nope.
hey, this is going to be up instantaneously. They'll believe us.
Happy
Yeah.
after Valentine's Day, everybody.
Yeah. This was done
Did y'all
in the
see that-
future.
Did y'all see that 2015 Doctor Who Christmas special? Oh my god!
We're going to talk about that
Adam
now.
West, amazing!
Spoilers.
All right. So we've covered some comics. We need to get to the other part of what we are. The actual first name of us, Coiled.
Okay.
We need to get in some vape stuff because I can guarantee most of these people are going, when are they getting to vaping? What is
Absolutely. That brings me up again. Once again, we are sponsored by Harlequin Woodworks. It's going to be this gentleman right here. We're also sponsored by exclusively Box Mods and their company, LungPunchVape.com. That's LungPunchVape.com. Drag and drop PCB boards, already populated with an OKR 60 amp or 60 watt board for you, as well as Vapor Box Mods. Sadly, my Vapor Box is on loan to Kevin Cabasa because his Panda Box crapped out on him again for BB Box Mods.
Well, we'll make them something much better now that we got the CNC and everything going.
Yes, now that we have the CNC, we should definitely be able to make something a little bit better.
So,
So what's everyone vaping on today?
well, I'm vaping on. I just finished this last night. I got to find a fast way of streamlining wiring because this took 4 hours to wire. But this is the new pearlescent amalgamation. So it's actually going to be called the Treasure Box.
Okay.
Sterling silver wire inside the whole thing, 0.999. The reason it's called the Treasure Box is we're actually going to find a way of putting a full ounce of silver in each box.
Oh.
Mainly for the fact of, 1, we need a thicker gauge to get the conductivity running faster.
Of course.
2, it's more appropriate for a treasure box, a little tiny box with an ounce full of silver in it. 3, they're gorgeous. And if anybody's seen an actual treasure box, they're gorgeous on the outside and just look better on the inside. When they're done, that's what they're going to be.
Just like in Zelda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now my question is, will we get sponsored by one of the Goonies? They'll be just forever searching for
You
one
know,
of your
I
box
have a sloth lookalike.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we could definitely get some odds at the end.
Yeah, he
but of
gets all
course
the
we
ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that works too.
Well, it wasn't until he was married, you know.
Oh, very true.
Now he gets all the lady.
Oh, he gets Oliver.
Let's see. What I'm vaping on right now is a custom box I built 2 nights ago. Still working out some of the kinks in it. It's acting a little bit weird. Some of the products supplied by Adele Veloso from Vapor Box Mods for me. Right now, the juice I'm actually working on is some plume sauce from my buddy Tyler Walker on Facebook. Go ahead and check him out, guys. That's plume sauce. Mark does not vape yet. However, he does partake.
We will get him into vaping. By
Oh
the
my
end
God.
of this podcast, in a couple of weeks, you're going to see him.
Oh my god.
He's going to do like the Screaming Eagle. You know, one in the one in the middle, two on the side. Going crazy.
Okay. What are you vaping on here, Brandon?
Well, I'm actually vaping on Jester's, one of his original prototypes, which we can
The
show
full
that there.
black ebony
Yeah.
treasure box.
Freddy has his little symbol down there in the corner. He originally built this as a prototype to take to people and try to make money, and then I took it from him because I wanted to, and he's been my friend for years. And
Fuck you.
Yeah, it's been under ransom until he builds me a new one.
Which,
So,
did you guys know that there is a word in another language? I forgot what it was, but if you look it up on Good Mythical Morning by Rhett and Link, they actually talk about there is a word for borrowing something from your neighbor and keep borrowing everything until you have all of their possessions.
Wow.
There is a specific singular word for that
What?
that does not exist in America, and I think
is
that...
it possibly German? Because Germans have a word for pretty much everything.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was. It was, I think it was an African thing, which, of course, a lot of Africans don't really
Yeah.
have as many possessions. Because, I mean, like,
So it
hey,
takes,
can I
like-
borrow your HD TV?
Well, no, everything belonged to one person, but everybody kept borrowing from that one guy, so his stuff spread out everywhere.
Sounds like communism.
Well, no, that would mean that he'd still have a piece. He'd have an equal share.
Right. Okay, I get you.
Now, the atomizer you're using, that's the Mutation 3?
Yes, this is the Mutation X V3 Project Sub-Ohm prototype.
Now,
Got it from Vapor DNA.
What's the difference between that and the Mutation 1? Because I had the Mutation 1, and I swear it's fucking identical.
You know, that is a great question. The very first thing that's different about it is that it has a split post positive. That way you don't have them sitting on top of each other, which I had issues in the V1.
Well, come on, things laying on top of each other, it's a natural order of life.
You know it is. But also, being separate but together in two different houses, that is also America.
True.
So that very much works. The other thing that's different, the top cap fins are actually angled, as well as there's an option for single coil.
It's to try to give it a tornado effect, which never happens.
It doesn't work so well, but the thing that I really like about it is that it doesn't just shut off 1, 2, 3.
You can shut off 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5.
Well, not just that. It's like you could shut off like line after line, which honestly I think helps out a little bit.
But everyone wants airflow. So why
Yes.
even have any of them shut off?
What's this airflow you speak of?
I know. Tanks away!
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I love my Aqua. Now that I finally got a juice that's of a low enough content of VG to actually run properly, I love my Aqua.
We just need to get you on 24, Nick, man. That stuff.
Hold on, everyone. I got a
24.
very important question. Since I'm out of alcohol, I'm going to get more. Does anybody else want?
Yes,
I would love a shock top chocolate, check it out.
grab me a twisted pretzel.
Raspberry wheat.
So all you're gonna get separate damn shit makes it complicated.
It's in the fridge.
Show not
There's the
officially sponsored, but
specifics.
ran on Shock Top and Angry Orchard.
But if we can get sponsors, fuck it.
Yeah, come on, guys.
I know there's difficult.
Woo sellouts!
Yes, and
that
yes,
shit.
we're all of age.
We have to get popular to sell out, sir.
Hey, at least
Shout
we're
out to
making our intentions
Squarespace.
known on episode 1.
Squarespace's new design with Squarespace 7 drag and drop, easy design. WordPress WordPress installs, drag and drop designs, as well as it goes ahead and it repurposes your entire webpage for a mobile device, tablet, PC, or laptop. Works perfectly.
You know what?
As well as they also are working with Getty Images.
That would be so
I didn't
fun if that
understand
worked.
anything you said.
And you know what? That is why people can slow down and rewind.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because we're not sponsored by Squarespace. Free plug. I know Philip DeFranco uses it for their SourceFed.
What is
webpage.
Squarespace? What?
Squarespace?
It's just like Wix.
It's for people that cannot use Dreamweaver.
Yeah, just like Wix.com. You can't.
I know
It's
Dreamweaver.
HTML.
Well, that's the whole thing. A lot of people
It just
don't.
uses HTML5 to create easy to make websites.
Let's go back to Kevin Smith. He was talking about how when he started the whole Smodcast podcast network, as well as Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, the entire reason Ming Chen has a job is because he needed somebody to design a website. He jokes about it in his other podcast. He's like, shit, now that I have Squarespace, why do I even need Ming Chen?
Oh, God.
Which, it's fucking
he's going,
It's
no,
messed
don't
up.
get rid of me.
They make fun of him
He's the
so
best.
much.
He's the best funniest part of Comic Book Men.
You know what?
Because
Yeah,
of
but
how
they
much
made
I pick
fun
on
of him
him.
I've come
so
back with
much.
inspiration, everyone.
I got it.
Yay! Thank you.
His? Okay, absolutely.
Oh, Belgian white. Okay.
It's what I found. I grabbed 4 different ones, and that was.
Let me try this. Well, should we go on to the intro?
Oh, the intro. Yes, we're actually now going to start the podcast.
Wow.
Didn't we?
Wow.
I talked about my car crash. We have a little outline here inspired by fucking
By the way, our outline's absolutely horrible. That's the reason why we're all on jump. It'll get better.
Ming Chen 37 at Ming Chen 37 on Twitter. I blame you for this.
Huh?
I asked you for help. You said ask away, and you never got back to me, man. Come on.
It's all your fault, man.
Us Asians gotta stay together. I know you're a little bit shorter, but hey, come on now.
See,
You gotta support us.
By the way-
intro to podcast focused on nerdy, limited to nothing. Quick intro to Potters. We got to introduce Body of Pod. Crazy, awesome, shitty week events. Done that. Talked about our jobs. Oh, games. We haven't talked about games yet.
Yes, games.
There we are.
All right, so I played the brand new Saints Row Get Out of Hell expansion for
Oh,
Saints
wow.
Row 4.
Okay.
Okay, it's short, unfortunately. I mean, it's just a small expansion, but oh my god, is it fucking hilarious. You have main
As Saints Row
characters,
should be.
or you have main side characters to go to, like Vlad the Impaler. You have
What?
Blackbeard the Pirate.
What?
You have the twins, which I think they're from an earlier part of...
Isn't the main story based on like trying to marry like the devil's daughter
You're
or
not
something?
trying to marry. It's the fact that the devil took the president of the United States, which was the head
Yeah,
of Saints
we're
Row,
pretty much- yeah.
to hell to marry Jezebel, his daughter. Now, what happens is Gat finds out this, gets pissed, goes like, I got a plan. I'm going to shoot the devil in the head.
Good plan.
It happens, but it doesn't work.
Here's my question.
Instead, hold on.
Okay.
Instead, Gat goes to marry Jezebel because Satan loves him. He's like, everything you are, I love. You kill people. You upset everything I've done.
So at
I
this point, should we
love
have
it.
a flashing spoiler warning?
Oh yeah, spoilers.
Go ahead and skip about 5 minutes. If we're still talking about it, skip 5 more.
Yeah.
You're fine.
But
If we're in another topic, get back. You'll figure it out.
yeah, and one of the others you meet is Shakespeare. He always speaks in third person, and it is great.
Shakespeare
Now,
doesn't do this.
Throughout the whole thing, you can also get 7 deadly send weapons.
What the fuck?
Awesome. Gluttony, gigantic gun that sprays frosting on your enemies. All the other enemies devour that enemy.
I love that theory, but I still love the octopus gun from Saints Row 3.
Yeah. There's the diamond gun. It's a small SMG. Every character or every enemy you kill pops into tons of gold, which is great. You have that's greed. Wrath is I don't remember. Oh no. Yeah, I don't remember that one. Pride is the Ark of the Covenant. It's a gun that literally once you shoot, they just explode. It's just done. They just explode.
Can you look directly into the light?
Yes, you can, but no one else can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
One of my favorites is Pride. This gun, once you start firing it, he just talks about, oh, that's a good kill. I've done better. Just completely egotistical. But once
So
you
it turns into Duke Nukem.
better though, because once he goes,
die.
because it's a slow firing gun. But once you piss him off enough, he goes into a rampage where it's like 50 bullets a minute. Or 50 bullets a second. That's nothing but explosive damage. It's like, why don't you charge faster? I love you.
So basically, League of Legends players would love it.
Yeah,
Orgasm.
The setup is awesome. They did a lot of the kind of like same power types as the previous Saints Row, where you can upgrade powers, you have slams and whatnot. But instead of just a straight glide, you have wings, which is fun.
Okay.
You can earn up to 5 flaps of your wings to gain a little bit more altitude. The mechanics of stalling or speeding up for ascent or descent is perfect. They have it really well done in there. Graphics are absolutely beautiful. Full 60 frames, sexy as hell.
Wow.
But after the playthrough within one night, the best part was the end, when you meet God. Because no man
Is it Alanis Morissette?
It's Nathan Fillion.
Even better.
Nathan
What,
Fillion
Morgan
as
Freeman,
God
too?
is fucking perfect. It's a short, like 30-second. You don't see anything, you just hear it, but it's like, that's fucking Mal Reynolds. Oh my God, Captain Mal. Yes, tight pants away.
Reminds
Just
me
excellent.
on Kirby, like the epic yarn where it's entirely fucking introed and narrated by Adam West.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Now, the other cool thing is at the end, it's a choose your own adventure.
Okay.
There's like 4...
Can I turn back to page 47 if I die?
Sadly, no. You have to beat the devil again, which, you get to save just before the end.
Okay.
I didn't play through the others, but you can either have Gat meet up with the love of his life in heaven. You can have Gat learn all the mysteries of everything and figure out what the meaning of life is. You can have him rebuild Earth, but unfortunately when you rebuild Earth, you have to rebuild it in the purest form, so Saints Row's gone. Or you go to Hell and assume the actual
Total
leader
control.
of Hell.
I like that a lot
Total
better
control.
than Saints Row the Third, where it was like you could either take down your enemy or save the girl and listen to I Need a Hero, which is fucking epic.
Yeah.
Mind you. But here's my question about Saints Row 4. Do they ever explain how Gat survived the plane crash? Because I know that he
Yes,
survived.
they do. They do explain it, and I'm not going to tell you.
Uh-huh.
You have to play it, dude. It is so excellent.
And
I'll
we'd
give you
rather have
all
no
the storyline.
spoilers anyways.
I'll give you the entire storyline, but the part you want to know, fuck you.
Let's just
Yeah.
say it's Gat.
I know it's Gat.
They're going to
That's all
explain
needs
it
to
in the
be
most nonsensical way ever because that's what Saints Row is. It's
Either that or they're just going to explain away. He's just like, oh yeah, I landed. Just go on about your fucking business.
I want to talk about some... Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I don't mean
I'm
to
about
cut
to
you
say,
off.
so that was my recent, my game and whatnot that I really enjoyed playing.
So what game did you play recently?
Well, it's... I
Other than
I
that.
have more of a problem with what's going on in the gaming industry lately. And it's just...
the stagnation of, it's got to be first-person shooter, Battlefield Warfront.
No, it's not that.
constantly.
That's actually kind of dying down now since like the gaming industry is
Really?
starting to go into more RPG stuff, and JRPGs are starting to make their appearance again.
Aren't they making another Persona?
Yeah, they're starting to do that, and also Final Fantasy's coming out and all that.
course.
But the one thing that's really troubling me, and I've watched a lot of Angry Joe myself, and I have to agree with them. Microtransactions is becoming a problem.
Yeah, everything. Get this game. But if you want these extra little things,
And
it'll help.
the
You gotta buy
worst
this.
part is AAA titles are starting to adopt it
No.
now.
It's called Electronic Arts.
No.
EA.
Yeah.
Ubisoft, Electronic Arts, Activision, every one of the big publishers have started to take on
That's why I'm saying
microtransactions.
AAA titles are starting to do it, especially Assassin's Creed with that new regular DLC download kind of game, just a complete 15-minute game that you can beat. But with microtransactions, you can beat it completely easily. But there was this one game that pissed me off that I really loved the fact that it's Game of the Year, and I love the shit out of it, and that's Dragon Age Inquisition.
Which I did like a lot.
It was amazing, but that multiplayer was the worst fucking thing I have ever experienced.
Wait, it had
in
multiplayer?
gaming.
Then you
I
didn't
know it has
play
multiplayer, but I
Assassin's
didn't give a
Creed
shit.
when it first came out with this new
Oh no,
fucking-
I have, but
That was bullshit.
no, what I'm talking about is the microtransactions. It's getting ridiculous.
But the thing is, the entire multiplayer, it feels like it was tacked on at the end just to make the
And pay to
marketers in the
win.
department happy.
and it's all pay to win.
Because the thing is, it's fucking pointless. It's dumb. Whoever's paying money for it, get a life and go get a new game.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't the fact
Just
of
play the
every
single
game now
player-
they all have to have multiplayer?
That's
It's like every
essentially-
fucking game.
Yeah,
has to
like
have
Tomb
multiplayer.
Raider.
And the thing is, the single player in Dragon Age Inquisition was freaking amazing.
Amazing, right?
Yeah, to beat the game, just kind of. I mean, even if you skip a lot of the side quests, it's still going to take you like 70, 80 hours.
And the thing is, a lot of Dragon Age fans have been super excited for multiplayer, because we all there has been one
I
point.
personally have not, because I
Well,
don't
I
see
mean-
how the original. Because the first Dragon Age got me
Right.
into it.
There was none of that. But I mean, the fact that you can play Dragon Age with friends, completely be able to get your team together, have your own certain types of skills and stuff, especially in Dragon Age Inquisition, having those amazing variant skills that are so different and diverse compared to each other's classes, and being able to use that and utilize that as a team would seem like an awesome concept.
But it's been overdone on every other MMO.
No. But the thing is, that's an MMO. This is not an MMO though. This is all about going through a specific dungeon and then getting all the stuff.
That's still in
Yeah.
MMOs.
No,
It's
the
same
thing-
thing.
Well, that's first what they tacked on for Dragon Age. It's to make it a very weak raid.
Yeah.
yeah, that's all it is.
But the thing that I was excited was just it's like Dragon Age, It has the Dragon Age skills
love-
and
I love
everything,
the
which is
lore and
different from
everything.
MMOs.
See, I'm a completionist, so I know I can never play Dragon Age because I will spend well over 2 years trying to get every last item,
same as Skyrim and all the other games.
The thing is, no, it is not as big as Skyrim. Dragon Age Inquisition, you can get pretty much 100% within about 150 hours of gameplay.
Yeah. But my problem
with Skyrim, you can spend thousands of hours and not see everything.
See, my problem with the game is me and Nimliv, which is the other guy I play with, and 2 PC gamers. We tried to do a whole bunch of different kind of parts and videos, and we recorded like 3 videos. And I'm sorry we never released them, because this is the reason why. It's because whenever we try to play through this, we can never win this one single like stage. And the thing is, it's the first stage. And the thing that pisses me off the most is in order to
Dark Souls.
the only reason to win it, and the only way to win it, is for paying money to get these gold bars or whatever, silver bars, just to buy armor.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad
just
things
to buy armor to survive these. And if you do live long enough, you do get some like armor, but it's not even strong enough to even like be stronger than your default armor.
Yeah,
to survive.
And also Dragon Age Inquisition brought up another point that RPGs kind of might need to stop, especially if you're going to be a story-driven game, which Inquisition very much is, a story-driven, character-driven game, is the problem with filler, where you're going to add in about 40 hours into your story just through filler when it doesn't need to be there. And the filler content in Dragon Age was probably the one thing that actually pissed me off and took it off of my personal Game of the Year list. I love the game, I love that series, I love the story, but the story was constantly backed by about 3 hours.
Yeah, because of all these different side quests and stuff.
Very MMO style of side questing, which really, really pissed me off. But when you got back to the story, you were like, this is why I love this shit, because the writing is great, the characters are great, my god do I love Cole.
I don't know if you're
Cole
a Final
is one
Fantasy
of my favorite
fan.
characters.
But are you worried about that for 15?
No, I am not hyped for 15. I have not been hyped for Final Fantasy since probably halfway through 10.
Fuck Final Fantasy. Okay.
I'm actually excited for 15.
No.
I'm not gonna lie.
Let me just say, I hate fucking convoy missions. Here, protect this asshole while they walk it fucking.
Oh god.
Oh my god, right? Like, let's go stay right by the wagon so that we can protect it.
And then they get mad at you when you're being too fucking close, and they're fucking saying snarky.
I'm not getting the experience, dude. You're taking everything from us.
It's so annoying. It's like I can go ahead and kill 5 wild boars and be back in time for fucking dinner, and you still won't be at this goddamn caravan. For fuck's sake.
Wow.
I mean,
Escort missions have always been shitty.
Yeah, that shit's...
Unless the game is called Ico.
Well, no. But there are some escort missions that are actually cool. Like in Guild Wars 2, there's a lot of escort missions.
Guild Wars 2.
Because
Guild Wars
there's
2's
two
good.
ways you can go. If the thing gets devoured, there's usually a side quest to try to fix it, which is like, alright, fuck it, I don't want to save him. Let him die. Okay, now I can go this way. There's multiple chances, not, okay, you have to redo it.
Yeah, exactly. And I was about to get into Guild Wars. I didn't know if you guys are fans of it. But did you hear the PAX? The PAX, I think it was PAX East?
Oh yeah,
or PAX South.
The new update is going to be changing a lot.
Yeah, the first expansion is coming out.
No, it's already out.
No, it's coming.
No,
out.
it's coming out.
Yeah. Okay,
that new expansion. And you know what's funny? Back when Guild Wars 2 first came out, that was about 3 years ago, which is surprising because I didn't even know it was that long ago. They were saying that they would never release an expansion, that they would do micro storylines based on seasons.
Yeah, they do. Was it every 3 months? It's a whole new variation to what they do, and
it's
one
a
reason why
season.
I loved
Yeah.
it. It was awesome. But is this a pay-for expansion or?
It's a pay-for expansion. You have to. It's an expansion. It's a real, actual expansion.
And also, they're bringing in new mechanics. They're bringing in new classes.
They have masteries. The mastery skill.
If they can bring in dual class again, I need my Ellie Mesmer.
But the thing is that people are worried about is the fact that I've been reading about this a lot. Is the fact that will they the whole fact that you cannot go higher than level 80. There's no level.
No,
level.
But you can't go past 80. But you keep adding on to your skills, so you can get stronger.
Yeah, but they're going to add a more diverse build on top of that, which is going to be pretty much
and
similar to
land,
like
right?
Diablo's Paragon system.
And I like that.
But more in depth.
Yeah, a new land. and a new way to travel too.
Yeah.
The gliders.
Yeah.
The
Mounts.
gliders.
Oh.
You know, here's what I'm afraid of, though.
They're not
I'm
good
afraid that
mounts,
they're
you're
going to
gonna
do
get
it
hang
like fucking
That's better.
Skyrim,
Yeah.
where you can't control the goddamn mount, and it's just like, oh, I'm going to just go on this little fucking trip. I'm going to
No.
just go do this.
I'm not
really
talking
real
about
quick.
the mounts in Skyrim were the best mounts in any game ever. I could climb shit I could never climb before with my mount.
I will say
Then you didn't know how to
Without
get through
bound-
the maps where it's
Without boundaries of invisible
Yeah.
walls.
As soon
Here's
as you
what I
beat the
love.
assassin storyline, you got the best mount in the game. That mount, that fucking black undead
Shadowmere?
horse. Yes,
like, dude, I
He
found a
breaks
mount better than
physics.
Shadowmere.
it's impossible. He breaks physics.
The mount, the fucking summoned mount that you get in the expansion, is fucking phenomenal because it's like Shadowmere.
Dragonborn, or in Dragonborn, or in
Yes, I think
Dawn,
so.
in Dawn. What is that called?
Here's what happened, okay? Originally, I had Skyrim on Xbox, and I hacked it to where I got to level 52, and then I de-leveled myself, and then leveled all the way back up, just so I could fill out every single skill tree, except for Vampire, because Vampire was bullshit. Okay? Lycan is the way to fucking go. Just massacre a whole village after saving,
See,
and then just
at
kill
least
them all.
ESO fixed that because they made vampirism fucking so overpowered.
I'm
at
sorry, I
first.
don't like ESO. I went and I got into the first closed betas, and I was so like flabbergasted by what I was playing, like the whole fact of like in the middle of a mission it glitches, and I'm just like, what the hell?
It was a very broken game for the first couple of months. I would say I had a good time with it. I played it for a good 2 months after launch. I actually plan on probably going back to it here soon, as soon as they launch the justice system, which allows you to steal and kill random NPCs just for the fucking fun of it, to really be more Skyrim-ish.
I like that.
So I'm interested in that, and also you can. They're talking about you being able to become a bounty hunter, so people that are killing random NPCs, you can then go kill them and collect bounties.
Yeah,
So
I might
that'll
go
be
back
fun.
into it too,
And-
because it's going free to play.
Yeah,
From what
it's,
I heard. Yeah.
it's going free to. Well, it's going buy to play. It's taking the Guild Wars system.
Oh
I
no
love
way!
that. I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'll
basically,
play.
everything is free after you buy it. Like
Right.
every
And I will say,
feature.
Right.
The games that have done that, I have loved.
And
Diablo,
at a
Guild
$60
Wars.
at a $60 purchase, ESO is a really good MMO. It may not be a very good Elder Scrolls because it's not as free as an
Yeah.
open, but it does have the Elder Scrolls lore. It goes very deep into the gods. It does kind of play with it a bit
And
to
you
break
can
a couple
visit
of it, whatever.
every single continent too.
And the islands and stuff. And the classes are fun. I had a lot of fun. That was actually the only game I ever really min-maxed the shit out of my dude because I
No
was
way.
really intrigued by this system. And also crafting was one of the very first systems I had fun crafting for because crafting had a purpose.
Yeah, I
It
love
was actually
crafting.
a very, very
Guild-
good crafting system.
Guild
It was-
Wars
it was
2
a
was actually
great-
my first
Oh,
favorite.
You know,
Guild
crafting
Wars 2
system.
is one. It's
It's-
fun, but it's so complex.
No,
too.
the thing that I didn't like about Guild Wars 2's crafting is that you have to go to that damn trading post all the time just to pay for a whole bunch of
that's
fucking
only
stuff.
If you don't know where to go.
Yeah.
You jump on one of the trains that is either.
Yeah,
in
no,
the-
they don't have that anymore though. The
Yeah,
trains.
Really?
Yeah, they could. They completely like did that. Took that out about I
How
think
do
it
you-
was like 6 months ago. Yeah,
So what do? They change all the.
they
clock
just
timers?
reset everything.
Well, no. If you reset everything, the train.
Yeah,
will
they changed the
find-
timers and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so chances are they probably have a new train up because.
Oh no, they're farther apart now.
No. Trust me, there are those devoted people. They will do the mathematics.
I've been checking. There's nobody does it anymore. Yeah.
I love doing the train.
Yeah, I love
Especially
that
the
too.
Boston
I'm not gonna
Valley.
lie, I love doing trains, man. Just going from one champion to the next to the next to the next. Especially the one in Queensville. That was my favorite
I
train
didn't like
ever.
Queensville. I like the one in the Arctic area.
Well, yeah, that's a pretty good one. But the one that I did in Queensville, that was the one that let me level up all my tunes like really easily.
I only ever played one.
Yeah, but
character.
when ESO does go to that buy to play, it is definitely worth experiencing.
That is,
It was a fun
I
game.
like that.
I spent
definitely
a
have to
couple
get
months
it.
on it.
I like that. That's worth my $60.
Yeah. See, I won't completely defend it, but I will defend it because I did enjoy my time with it a lot, and I think it did a lot of things very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
It pretty much took from all these things, these different games that did things very, very well.
Yeah, I had-
and it
yeah.
kind of did them
Now, see-
not as well, but still pretty good.
A
I
game
love how
like
they,
that has a game like that set up with microtransactions is done correctly. Like Guild Wars 2, you buy it once, it's yours. If you want some extra perks, there's nothing that's better than what you can get in the game.
Exactly.
But if you're impatient, you can have it now. I like that. That makes it fun. It's like I don't want to spend 80 hours just to look for that one item. I'll just buy it here. Or, I just want to change my outfit. Okay, I could do that.
There's only one time I've ever wished that a game had microtransactions for something, and it was because of their failure to release a good fucking game the first time. Skyrim. My inability to get my fucking Shadowmourne because this bitch wouldn't open the fucking door to the rock, that was bullshit. I'm sorry, but it was so fucking broken. She just disappears off the beaten track.
But here's a lesson that everybody needs to learn with any Elder Scrolls game or any game made by Bethesda. Buy it on the PC.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's the modders that make the game worthwhile.
Yeah, it's the best.
If everybody's going to defend, like I saw that a lot again, so I only defend it because I enjoyed it. But everybody defends the shit out of the original Elder Scrolls game, and that game came out broken. Every Elder Scrolls game in existence comes out broken as a motherfucker.
But
and it's not until modders get their hands on it. But because it's an MMO.
The freaking retexture system alone.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's
8.5 gigs of retexturing. Are you fucking kidding?
Oh, and by the way, 980
beautiful.
still can't handle a lot of the fucking like texture packs that you put in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like as many texture mods you put in there, there's still that chance that 980 won't handle like over 120.
Yeah, it's pretty much the way Crysis used to be. Modded Skyrim is now your new benchmark to see how much you can mod it before your system breaks.
And if any of you ever think about I'm not saying like anything against the consoles or anything, but if you do want to find something that's so much of a different experience and so much fun in terms of like learning about your PC and all that, if you need a game that can like change your whole perspective into making a computer, Skyrim is the game to do it. Build your own computer for that reason only.
Anytime I upgrade my PC, I go back to Skyrim.
Right, and just put more and more. Yeah.
Just to see what I can do with it, and then play for a couple days, and then I go to.
And if you mess up, you can always delete the actual game and restart again, and you can. And sometimes it even saves some of your mods based on like the Nexus mod manager and stuff. Yeah, so it's so much easier, guys.
Here's what I did. Since I only had it on console because my PC could not fucking handle it, what I did is I went ahead and I torrented fucking Skyrim, and then I would just use it to mod certain things in the game. Because that was how I circumvented the broken-ass system. Was I went ahead and I changed my location to inside the fucking cave, and then changed where the marker was for like the actual quest, and put it to where she had already activated.
Yeah, there was a lot of those problems,
yeah. But here's the funny thing. One time, I was just like, oh, I forgot about the game dev room where it has all the fucking weapons and all the chests in the fucking world, right? So I go ahead, and on my PC, I go ahead and I set my location to this fucking room. And then I put it back in my Xbox, and then I get all the fucking things, except for the enchanted items, because those would break your PC. For any fucking reason, I left it overnight, and it still had not opened and shown all the fucking items that were enchanted. So I'm like, fuck it, right? So then I'm still on my Xbox, and at this point I have uninstalled Skyrim from my computer. And then I realized something. You can't get out of the fucking dev room unless you can set your location on the PC.
So basically you had to try and reinstall it.
I had to go ahead and reinstall the
try to get
thing,
everything, get the save file,
move
everything.
all the fucking data, and redo it.
That's retarded.
Alright, so what game have you been playing lately then?
I've been playing Injustice.
Ooh,
I
nice
fucking
choice.
love Injustice.
Not even on console either.
Well, I've been playing it on console.
Oh, have you? Oh, okay.
But the new
I actually
Steam
like it on
release is
console.
amazing.
The new what?
The Steam release is amazing.
Honestly, I like playing fighting games on console a lot better. It's more easier, it's convenient, compared to getting a PC, completely buying controllers. And I understand, like, some people already have more than one Xbox controller and all that. But the thing is, you got to do this. You got to open the program. And then somehow, if you don't have a monitor that's big enough, some people will start complaining. And, you need a fucking TV. And taking the hassle of trying to hook up into a fucking TV.
I already have it all for you, but whatever.
Yeah, I know. But, but for some people, like most people, it's like, it's not convenient.
Here's the biggest problem I found with going from PC to console when it comes to fighting games or any two-player game. If you're playing on PC, you go to your friend's house who doesn't have it on PC and you can't bring your rig with you, you have to go ahead and remap all your fucking controls to understand your fucking shit.
Yeah, that's...
I feel like Lewis Black over here getting
But that's
off.
the beauty of what they're doing now with most games nowadays for new titles on Steam and all that.
Yeah.
There's
You
already
just plug in an
integration.
Xbox,
Yeah.
You plug in an Xbox controller and automatically.
Yeah, it's already integrated for like Xbox. No matter what, just put in the Xbox controller and it's mapped out how an Xbox.
I've actually pretty recently gotten rid of all of my consoles and have just been like, fuck it, I'm dedicated to the PC.
And you know what's cool? They even put the onboard screen stuff like putting the X button, tap the X button and all that, so that you know what button you're pressing instead of going spacebar. What is that on this? And sometimes that's A or something.
But the funnest thing on Injustice that I found is just knocking people through those walls until they're dead. Not actually fighting them, but just getting them to the end and then knocking them over to the second stage and then bouncing it back and knocking them to the next stage. Just to see, like, Batman leap into an elevator and whoop the shit out of Superman and watch him blow out the fucking bottom towards a boat is
This is
fun.
the first game that's so fair about, like, comic book fights.
And the one thing that I really love about it is the mechanics of the health bar. Because if you're playing Mortal Kombat, you're playing Tekken, you're playing fucking Street Fighter, the bars reset. And that creates the ability for a massive comeback. But when they're halfway down their second bar and you still have both of your bars, to see those epic comebacks where somebody with half a bar against somebody with 1 3/4 bars could go ahead and just whoop ass so mercilessly and bring it back is fucking phenomenal.
What do you mean the health bars come back?
Here's
They
the thing.
reset once
They
you
reset and you're
finish
back
a
at
round.
100,
Oh, yeah.
but it's that single bar. With Injustice, if this person's health is dead, you still have your full 2 bars. So, in order for this person to win, he has to take out 1 bar, the remnants of your first bar, as well as the second bar.
So it's mostly like skill based.
Yes, it is way more skill based and it's a lot more fair.
Yeah.
And I have to say, the storyline on it was really fun.
For comic book fans,
It's
yeah.
funny to me.
I mean, to just see
Just
Superman
Green
get
Arrow's
pissed
fucking
off.
Green Arrow's fucking jokes are just the greatest to me in that game.
Green Arrow says some of the dumbest fucking.
I know, but it's just so funny. Like just hearing it from him, you're just like, wow, that's so cheesy, but I love it.
And fighting some of the characters in there that you rarely ever see in the comic books is just so fucking fun. It's like they underutilized Killer Frost, and to just see her with the fucking Skrillex mohawk going on,
I know.
shaved one side and just like going on, it was really fucking cool to just see Arrow whooping on Killer Frost. And then to be able to play the other side of the coin as well.
Right.
It was really fun. It was sincerely fun. And then besides that, every once in a while I'll hop on Battlefield 4, go ahead, murk a couple people, and then go on about my day. What I love, though, is even though they have microtransactions, I have like 5 gold fucking battle chests.
See, that's one of
waiting
those
for
fair
me.
ones that, see.
Where it's like, as long as you sign up online, you get free fucking microtransaction shit. All the fucking time.
I do have, I didn't really say what game I've been playing lately, but it's an indie kind of game. And
Love indie games.
yeah, indie games have been like actually on the rise lately. Over triple.
Markiplier, dude.
Yeah, I watch Markiplier too.
Mark, if by chance you watch this, we watch your stuff.
He won't, dude. I'm
Yes, we
telling
do.
you right now.
Five Nights at
he's
Freddy,
actually pretty
yours
fun.
was high.
I know,
I've
but
watched
he
him a
won't.
couple
He won't
times.
look up him like it's no, you know.
Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. Fuck that game.
Yeah, he's the reason
Just
why that
watching
game is
that,
famous.
I have freaked the fuck out. Okay, don't ever put on your headphones and watch that for the first time in a dark room. Do not.
I love the reskins that people will put on that.
Oh,
though.
God,
like
the
fucking
Mario one?
Shrek or Mario.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
But there has been a game I've been playing, and it's they have this game that actually almost won Game of the Year for RTS kind of style game, and it's this game called Endless Space, and
Heard about that one.
and there's this game called Endless Legend that almost won Game of the Year for like an indie game, you know. And the thing is, I like Endless Space because I've been wanting a Starship kind of battle game, you know, but being able to create like colonies into a planet and stuff like that, but also like try to get your own fleets to go on into massive like explosive battles, you know,
That
in
does sound
space.
pretty epic.
What was the one game that just came out that was? It's pretty much just being like a Star Captain simulator sort of thing, where you have your own ship and you spend most of the time just flying to destination
Oh,
to
I've never
destination.
heard
And it's
of
pretty
that
much like a flight simulator in space.
Why
I don't know,
haven't
but
you
it
told me
sounds
about
fun.
this?
Man,
I
wish
love flight simulators.
Yeah, but it's a flight simulator with your ship. Like, so guys that I've seen talk about it online have talked about like they'll just put on their favorite podcast.
I know what you're talking
and just
about.
listen to it as they're flying through space or different planets, and like you have to like land.
Would that
perfectly
happen
into
to be
space
Star
time.
Citizen?
Probably, that sounds familiar. But it just came out.
It's supposed to be the most graphically intensive PC game to ever come out.
What'd you call it?
It's called Star Citizen. It's not officially out yet.
Yeah.
It's still in alpha.
But the alpha is apparently amazing.
Yeah, but the problem is, in order to play the game, you have to buy ships with real money.
That's a different one. Oh,
okay.
God, I will.
Well. Anyways, this game called Star Citizen, it's creating a major buzz for PC.
Well, it's been
gaming.
Making a major buzz for a long time.
Yeah, and it's in alpha still, but it's a game where you can get in a ship and get out of a ship and completely go into full-on battles.
So this is in comparison, of course, to Star Wars: The Old Republic, where it's like you can do starship battles, but you can't really. Do
but this one is like no. This one is real.
I kind of dig the starship battles that they've added to Star Wars: The Old Republic.
You know, after they went free to play, I stopped fucking playing.
Okay, do you remember Star Wars?
Knights of the Old Republic?
No. It's Star Wars Battlefront.
Yes.
And I know they're making a remake. I know, everybody. But remember the whole starship battles inside there? Think about cool. that, but with like super amazing graphics. And the other thing is,
to be honest, for the time, it was super amazing.
No, I mean like, say next gen graphics. Like
that's something I'm never going to be able to experience until it's no longer next gen, until it's like 3 gens ago.
But like, imagine that, and then you could go into the atmosphere of a planet, and then all of a sudden have battles in like let's say like those kind of like sky cities.
Okay.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you could get out of your ship and then go into first person shooting.
Fuck that! It's like driving through Fifth Element when he's doing the taxi cab scene. That right there.
But
you have to have a multi-pass.
Yeah,
I believe so. No, I'm just kidding.
I need to torrent this Star Citizen and start playing because
Star Citizen is in beta, so that one's not going to be torrentable.
You never know.
The game I'm talking about is not Star Citizen. It was actually recently on one of my favorite YouTubers, Zero Punctuation, his top 5 game list.
Wow.
So that's how I'm going to try to find it.
All right, so while he's
talk
looking,
amongst yourselves.
We need to bring up some more vaping. Some of the new stuff coming out, some of the most redundancy, the new chips and whatnot, because I think we could definitely touch on some of that stuff. I know at least me and you. I know Brendan's not too big into the vaping game, and this guy,
he's fresh meat.
Yeah.
Fresh meat.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm far from fresh meat. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be vaping.
Yeah. So redundancy.
But you got more interested than me, so that was.
Let's talk redundancy in vaping.
Okay.
Designs and whatnot.
You know, the designs they're putting out nowadays, I know that everything is going to be based on something else. I completely understand that. But to be able to charge more than the original creator of the design and not give anything to likeness, not give anything to credit, to not even put a blurb on their fucking site, design inspired by Geppetto, or design inspired by Zero Mod.
Oh god, the Zero. I mean Champion. I mean Wapari. I mean famous.
Hey look, it's the Orchid V5.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Clones of clones that come out many versions later before the real thing even comes up with a second.
And then when I go into a fucking store and I say, let me see the V2 Doge, they say, you're looking at it. And I said, no, that's a V1 with a competition cap. The V2 has a domed cap. And they say, no, that's the V3. Why the fuck is the Doge holding up a 2?
Yeah,
fucking insane. They're going ahead and they're making micro changes.
Micro changes, and also too many freaking people that are in vaping just for the money. Like,
Yes.
tons of these shop owners. You know, I know there's definitely a few in town. I can't exactly name off all because I haven't been to them all, but I've heard a lot of bad tales about people going in, getting clones that are said to be authentic. Or, you know...
Which, by the way, shout out to Puff Vapors. I love you guys.
Yeah.
You know, I've only been able to find like a couple flavors that I was ever able to like from Puff. And that's just me personally. Plus, they're far away from me, so it was very inconvenient.
I just really like the fact that they will explain to you the ingredients that they use to prove that they're not using shitty stuff.
Yeah, it's actually the same as Elephant, which, sorry I didn't grab you. I was already way on that side of town anyways.
Hey, it's okay. You know that I'm broke anyway,
Yeah.
so it's not like it would have been any good.
Elephant Vapors, I was extremely impressed. Oh my god. Going in there, super friendly, so it felt a little bit like Vape Street walking in on one of their busier days. Same as True Vape, really friendly, but that was the first place that I am not racist. I am not racist, but it wasn't like strictly Pinoy based or, you know, other ethnicity based. It was like, I walk in, I'm like, my god, like, I'm not gonna get ridiculed because I'm not of their ethnicity. I love this, because a lot of the freaking shops here are ethnicity controlled, and
Here, vape this shit. It's hot fire, right?
it's not racist. It's the Asian doing it.
You just call him an Asian, you racist.
Well, he is.
To be honest, I'm Pacific Islander, Asian. I really don't care.
Yeah, with a little bit of French.
Everybody.
Look here, Panda.
Well, I'm half Filipino. So.
But I went in there,
Yeah.
and
That's actually
it
his
felt
nickname. I'm not
welcoming,
being.
and for once the AC was on. Like, it was a nice, good chill in there.
Oh my god!
Everything-
And no loud music. Or
No,
anything?
there was no loud, constant,
Oh my God.
fucking annoying hip
To be
hop.
honest, Vape Street, they had the AC on until the Cloud Comp started.
Yeah, and then they just turn it off, and then it just
And
gets
same thing with
sweltering.
Vapor Rage. Shout out to my friend Nick Mullen. But yeah, it's like a lot of them, they do keep it, and they try to keep it a little bit more friendly and not so much like a bar or a hookah lounge.
Yeah, but Elephant, they actually do things differently. They have their mod section and whatnot, but their juice bar is like, you know those quick to go cafe spots? It's just like little tiny house and whatnot.
Yeah.
Think of that inside another shop. It's completely its
It's
own thing. Two
it's
big
vape
ass
section.
windows. Yeah, two big old windows. You walk right up there and you just see all the flavors of juice, and they mix it right there.
Okay.
And literally, it's as you taste it. Because I am extremely picky. I've tasted over a couple thousand flavors worth of fluids, and I am fucking picky. So I told him right off the bat, I'm sorry, I'm going to be a pain in your ass because I am a picky motherfucker. I spent an hour and a half there until they got something that I could tolerate. Now, they could probably make something perfect, but I'd have to be there for about 4 or 5 hours. But for the fact that each time I was like, well, I need this kind of peach. They had 5 different peaches to choose from. And they give you a little swab tester so you can smell, do a little taste to get it just right.
That's smart.
And each time they go, do you want a little bit more? And they start with 1/4 milliliters each time. And I was just thoroughly impressed by how well they knew their juices and how well they can mix and how, you know, set up they were. It was very well done. And price? Holy fuck, $20 for 120 mils.
That's, for those of you that don't know, for 120 mils, typically you'd be looking at paying about $50 to $60.
Holy shit!
Mhm.
For it to be $20 and be reasonably priced and customized is phenomenal.
Where the fuck is this?
Elephant Vapors.
Oh, okay.
It's just before Annie Oakley on Sunset, heading that way.
To be honest, I have no idea, no fucking clue, how Elephant Vapes and Las Vegas Liquid Vape House stay in business. They have great prices on juices, great prices on product, and they stay open.
It's because, okay, I even talked to them. I saw the prices and everything. I was like, wow, this is really cheap because
It's like comparable to online.
their Smurfs were $11, the MXJOs were $14. I was like, but the Smurfs are better. It's like, well, we actually just charge what we see from wholesale correctly. We don't overcharge just because something's better. We're going to charge it to the correct price. They know how to do it smart. They make
Which,
the
for the
same
record,
exact
I don't
profit.
like those Smurfs. I don't.
I love it.
Me
I
personally.
actually got my Smurfs in here, but you know, when you look at it, yeah, it's undercharging, it's undercutting yourself, but you also have to look at supply and demand. If you're selling a shit ton with losing like 3 or 4%, you're gonna make more than those people that have 10 people come in and buy something at 500% up, because you have to really sell those. You have to get those out. Where then they're like, yeah, these all fly off the shelf because they're well priced. That's the way to do it. I mean, a lot of people on my pipes and whatnot, they go, you don't charge enough. I look out there and I see these pipes and everything else that's 10 times more. I'm like, if someone wants something of mine, I want them to have it.
Because at the end of the day, it isn't so much selling a product. It isn't so much selling a quality vaping experience.
It isn't so much making profit.
It's about keeping people from smoking.
Mhm.
And I do not mean to be a preachy person. Absolutely not.
Oh, no. In this room, you can't preach enough about no more smoking.
Yes. It's like, switching from vaping changed a lot of things about my life and my wallet.
Okay.
I mean, it went ahead and it increased it in some ways and decreased my spending in other ways.
Yeah.
But either way, I just feel better and I'm happier vaping.
Well, not only that, but have you ever seen a whole bunch of smokers like, dude, I just got this new pack of Camels. You got to try this.
No, I've never even heard
It's
that.
a community of vaping.
No, remember? When Crush came out.
Yeah, with the crushes.
When Camel Crush came out, it was the only time everyone was like, you need to try these.
Well, isn't that like
or the Camel flavored tins.
Yeah.
Those are
pretty
the
much
only two times, and thank you, Camel. That was the only time that was fun.
Yeah.
But when it comes to vaping, if you go, hey, bud, you got an extra coil? Yeah, here. They'll give you the coil, extra wire, extra mesh, extra cotton, a bottle of juice. This is like way more friendlier, way more, tightly knit community and group where everyone's friendly. You're not going to find someone's like, hey, can I try your dripper? Fuck you. No, it's like,
what
dude,
you do is you take
this.
the highest level of nicotine and you're just like, try this.
Okay, I'm a sadistic prick, okay? Give me all that.
Tyler Walker, if you're listening or watching this, I apologize for my friend making you vomit on 24 May. We were at a fucking vape meet where this guy's about to go and compete for $400 and 3 sponsorships, and he's like, here, take a hit. And he vomits in the bushes.
So you gotta remember
That's
what you're
not a good
vaping on before you're like, you can try this flavor because most people are
this
I
guy
knew.
knew full well.
I knew.
You just didn't like the guy?
That's not a good
It's just every now and then
impression
it's
at all.
fun.
Yeah.
It is so much fun because...
by the way, to catch up on I found the game.
What is it?
Elite Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous.
I've heard of that.
Okay,
yeah,
hold on.
Space trucker, pretty much.
I'm gonna move over here and...
Space truck?
Like Euro,
Well,
Euro Truck Simulator or something.
Except with spaceships and going to
and
different space
Farming
colonies.
Simulator.
Yeah,
Elite Dangerous right there.
yeah,
Crazy.
Oh, you can already buy it.
yeah.
Okay.
It's already out. Yeah, it's.
Okay, so time to torrent it.
Good job.
This
Good
guy.
job.
What?
Ooh, excuse me.
But yeah,
actually-
it's apparently a great game if you need to catch up on podcasts and just want to kind of do something fun for a while. You just catch up on podcasts and go fly a ship for a while, go get some things done.
You
you
play
really,
a game while you're doing a podcast. That's about it.
yeah, because you really got to like fly the ship to other planets so you can go and be like, I need to get to this destination. It could take like an hour and a half.
I wonder if it's
to
gonna
fly
be.
there.
I wonder if it's.
And you might end up being intercepted by pirates like a good 45 minutes in when you're chilling, you're on cruise control, you're just like, all right, yeah, cool.
I wonder if
Oh,
No
that's
Man's
funny what
Sky
you
is
said,
gonna be
Kevin
on
Smith. Fuck pirates! So,
That's what I like. Something that, a full...
I wonder.
reminds me
I
of
wonder if No Man's
infinitesimal-
Sky is gonna be like that.
Now,
probably that, but a little more action-packed.
Now,
'Cause this is going right after indie games, because I guess Elite Dangerous was
Yeah, but
based
No
on
Man's
an old,
Sky is an indie game too.
Yeah. But this is based on an old platform. I guess it's a game that came out back,
Oh.
old PC, like
Kinda
Mac
like
PCs
Homeworld.
type stuff.
hold on.
Well, with a name like Elite Dangerous, it sure sounds
With the demos you
like
saw, is it pretty much, no matter which way you point, you stay in that direction, like infinitesimal directional movement?
It's supposed to be very much a simulator type.
Because there was one game I played back in the old days, which I absolutely loved, and I've always tried to find another game like it. Descent.
Oh,
And
I think I've
Descent
heard
2
of
and
that one.
Descent
Yeah.
3. The most amazing old-style games. If you guys have not played it, go online, find a version of Descent that will work for your PC, because a lot of them won't.
Descent was cool shit.
Make
though.
sure you don't
Awesome.
download the movie. I heard it was shit.
Yeah.
That smells
But
good.
if it's that kind of game, I will fucking crack out for hours upon hours, because I have missed where it's like, I can fly, I face up. No, it's still forward.
Well, I mean,
no matter which way you go, it is forward. It's a true flotational, anti-gravity, everything.
But you go one way, and then you find out that the restaurant at the end of the universe is at the other end of the universe.
Which is great, though. I love it. Because, a maze, okay, in all these different flight games and whatnot, it's straightforward, down, over, and there. But the
Yeah.
second you throw in any direction is technically up, now you create the maze in a sphere. Holy fuck, it fucks your world. And it's awesome.
Yeah, well, I have heard with this game, it's actually quite hard to land at first. Because that's when you really got to take control of your ship and land it right.
Oh, I love that.
now I want to see
spent-
somebody do that, like Top Gun with the fucking power
So
glove.
is it like
Yeah.
that? Is it like that feeling when you first played Halo for the first time and you try to
And you
like
jump and you're like, why am I so high?
No, like you try to control the Warhog for the first time.
No, see, the difference is, the Warthog wasn't a simulator on an actual vehicle. that was them trying to implement a vehicle in the
Right,
controls
right.
area.
But I mean,
It's not like
but
this
you
is
remember
on
how
actual
you felt?
vehicles.
Yeah.
But you remember how you felt when you first did that, though? You're just like, why is this not turning?
What is going on? Hi, Cliff.
I have the left analog
Warthog.
stick and I'm trying to go this way.
Why do you call it Warthog? You see those toe hitches on the side? They look like tusks. That's why it's called the Warthog. Well, you call it Puma.
I do wanna put up a toast for this one game that just got out. I know a lot of people don't like EA nowadays, and but there's this one game that
It's okay. It's okay to like
Installing.
EA now. You're just not allowed to like Ubisoft anymore.
Brendan,
Yeah, well-
installing.
There's this one game though that EA actually did pretty well. It's a MOBA that I really liked, but it didn't. The reason why they completely canceled it, and it was still in beta, and a lot of people are kind of very sad about it. I've seen a lot of live streams about it on Twitch and all that, and that's how I started playing it. Was this game called Dawngate, and it was supposed to be it was supposed to be a two lane MOBA, and I played it a lot.
What's a MOBA?
It's like
League of Legends. League of Legends.
Yeah, but this
Yeah, he
game,
doesn't like multiplayer.
this game, unlike every other MOBA that's been out there, there's been a lot of like hate in MOBAs. You know, there's a whole bunch of flame wars and all that. This game was totally different. Everyone that had those little moments where they had like a little flame war, or they like have trolls and all that, in this game there was none of that. The community was so nice to each other. There's actually people
on the internet being nice to each other?
Yeah, I know.
I actually felt pretty similar when I was playing around with Smite, and I still suck at Smite, but I've yet to have anyone really give
I
me
got
shit
good
for
at that
it.
game. I got pretty good. But like for this game though, it was going on for a good old year, right? EA wanted to get their own MOBA out there, and it was a way for a lot of people that didn't have a chance with League of Legends if they wanted to create their own live streams or YouTube channels based on these kind of things to get themselves known and popular, you know?
Right.
And basically it was an opportunity for people to gain fans of their own and all that. And we found a chance. Me and my friends thought we can do this too, but after they announced that it was going to be canceled, we just were heartbroken because everybody in the community was so excited to meet new people, play with these people, and be like, "Oh my God, this guy fucking killed me," and all that. And then all of a sudden they just created a truce after, you know, maybe there was like a little bit of flame wars and all
So
that.
why did they end up canceling?
It didn't get the recognition that.
Well,
There's a lot of MOBAs out there right
Yeah,
now.
that's
hard
the
to take down.
There's
the
quite a
cans.
few games that should have gotten recognition, but they never did.
Yeah, but the
Oh
thing
yeah,
is,
I got a game. One of the ones I've been playing recently, mainly because of my fucking obsession with Call of Cthulhu and that type of horror lore. An MMO out there called Secret Worlds.
oh, I've heard of that.
I've heard
Oh
about
my
that.
god, it is so good. It has completely changed the way I look at questing in an MMO. That's what I've been messing around with lately. They do this really, really cool shit where, I mean, it is hardcore. With the way it sets up these investigation quests. It's one of the type of quest lines you'll run across. And it'll have you, like, actually searching the internet based on these little clues that you find.
That's pretty awesome.
It has an in-game web browser because
Wow.
these guys develop alternate reality games is what they developed before. They wrote for alternate reality games where you were actually involved in the game in real life. But then they ended up taking that entire idea into an MMO space.
Whoa, that's cool.
So, like, there's one mission where you're trying to find clues to a secret society within this area, and it tells you to follow the triangles and stuff. So you're like looking around like, what the fuck triangles? It doesn't give you any hints on the map, but if you noticed as you're traveling this map throughout the time, that all of the sewer gates had the infinite eye symbol on them that all were a triangle that
The
pointed in a
eye.
certain direction. So you start following the things on the game map to a different clue. So you follow these triangles that are all pointing in a certain direction, which is behind like a pier. You pick that up and it gives you a quote. Then you open up the web browser to search that quote, which will then lead you to an artist.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it'll lead you to an artist and give you a clue about where to find a piece of a painting.
This is some straight up angels and demons shit.
Yeah, and so you follow that, and it tells you to go pretty much. It kind of hints at when you search this to go to the city hall and find a painting done by this artist. So you look up this artist to see the type of paintings he's done. He does a very certain
So,
type of painting,
it would-
and you find that you get that. that, and it gives you another clue that you then search and go off to the next
So
area.
it would be essential to have
scavenger.
dual monitors for this, right?
Well, it has a web browser in game.
So it's a
For you to search this shit.
okay. I thought you meant
it's
they-
a true scavenger hunt within the game.
Yeah, and that's just part of the mission quest that they have. And on top of that, I mean, a lot of their... Anytime you meet a new character, it breaks out into, like, a video. It's almost filmed like all the videos of, like, when you... Like GTA, Grand Theft Auto. When you go to talk to a character where it's all filmed and they all have their things, and it's not just you standing, talking, looking at a word of text. Everything is voiced. They're moving around the set.
Why haven't you told me about this game?
It is so good.
Because he was
Holy
saving it for
shit,
the
is good.
podcast material, damn
Well,
it.
And also, not to mention, it's all based on horror aspects. It takes place in modern day times. Like, there's another one where you end up getting, like, a clue to search on a YouTube channel. So you find the YouTube channel, and it's a video and a top.
So there's not very
Whoa.
many games.
So they built entire websites for the game. They built YouTube videos for the game where you're watching, like,
That's
conferences
cool, so it
and
incorporates-
speakers.
See, there's not very many games that are based on regular, actual reality.
Yeah, but
which
it's
is great.
Yeah, and it's all about an alternate
the
reality.
the everyday things you do on the internet, you know,
The
and
mundane
using
of
that.
this life
Think of
is
that game in
everything the
English.
next.
And it's all
Really big
horror
right
based.
Oh, but I do still want to say,
so good.
tip off to Don Gate. Like I said, it ended about 2 days ago. So.
You want to pour one out for your homies on my laptop?
No. You already did that earlier.
Oh yeah, earlier. I
Okay,
accidentally-
for a little bit of reference for those of you that won't get that, we were setting up, this is our very first podcast, for all of us here. This cornhole pours his beer on my fucking laptop by accident. Like a dillweed.
Thankfully, it still runs, right?
Yeah, it still runs and it's
Okay.
perfectly fine.
It's okay. It's a Mac.
free
They're only going to
laptop.
charge him $500 to repair.
No.
it.
No, that's
Oh,
one.
okay.
No, this
Oh,
is
no, you
mine.
can repair that yourself.
You
I'm
think
sorry.
I would run a Mac? That's dirty. What would you think?
I don't know. I just saw a Mac right there because somebody here's a fucking whore.
Because
honestly,
easy user
I'm going to tell you right now,
interfaces.
I am not an Apple fan. Back then, when I had got this computer, that's when I first got into Apple, and that's when I first started college. And this was my first laptop in college, and I, ever since for the last 2 or 3 years after having this, I fucking hate Apple with a passion. I'm sorry. If there's Apple fans in this in watching this,
No. The best way to say
I
it,
fucking hate it.
you love their peripherals, you hate the machines.
No, I love their software. I could say that. I love their software because it's more easier to use and it's more it's smoother than most programs that when you use on PC. In terms of saying if you use Pro Tools or Adobe, it works much more fluently on a Mac. Now, that goes without saying that PC can do way more shit though.
And plus, I can get way more free shit on a Windows than I can
Yeah,
get on a
exactly.
fucking Mac.
And it's more compatible, unlike Mac.
Now, getting back to games that died before their time, I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I thought the whole story arc of everything, Darksiders.
Ooh, that game.
They only had death
That game
and
ended
war.
abruptly, man.
Now, I don't know what was wrong because the game was awesome. It had great platforming. It had great first-person playthrough. The mechanics of it were awesome. The fact that there was tons of weapons, tons of armor, great boss battles. It was not easy. It was well set.
It was
and yet,
one of the coolest action platformers
Uh-huh.
available.
plus you had fucking Mark Hamill as your little tiny demon death to constantly
And-
talk with
okay.
you.
The cool part about it is you play War in the first game, and the next you
Death.
play Death. And then you're expecting to play the other two horsemen in the
Famine
next
and
game.
Plague, and
it never happened.
Because Darksiders 2 didn't sell very well.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's kind of starting to become a problem, honestly, in terms of the gaming industry trying to release stuff. you
And
know?
I played the second one. It was just as good as the first. The music was better than the first. The story was great. And instead of it being modern times, technically the Horsemen exist throughout history. They're there waiting at any moment. So for war to happen immediately, apocalyptic time, and for death to kind of go back into the history a bit and work from there, I was like, excellent. They can work all mechanics of all history with all four horsemen.
And then it sets up something for oh my god, either plague or famine is going to come back into the
And
current time.
nothing.
Yeah, and nothing. Yeah, it was kind of sad. I
And
actually.
Let me just say real quick, there's something I want to touch on. Our memories and thoughts and love go out to the remaining family of Monty Owen from Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you for making Ruby.
Thank you for
great
everything
show.
that you did for Rooster Teeth and for the gaming community and video community as a whole. Thank you very much for that.
Without Ruby, actually, American anime wouldn't be as cool, without
We'd
him.
be stuck here with what is it, Kappa Mikey.
we would still have DC animated movies and
Hey,
Marvel
I
animated
like some of those DC
No,
animated
but I
movies.
mean,
Those
like,
DC animated movies are better than the movies.
I know.
But full. What I'm trying to say is full diversity in American
Yeah.
culture. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I absolutely hear you there. I mean, anime has gotten a lot bigger,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, it's like so much of it is underdeveloped.
Oh my god. Okay, so I actually had a little discussion with my girlfriend about the whole fact of anime. Back when I was in the high school, that was about like 3.5 years ago. I remember
You're really young, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
young.
yeah.
Yeah. But like,
Why do you think we got him for the podcast? He could do all the audio editing, and he's not charging us anything yet.
True,
you see?
true. Yeah, get him fresh out of
anyway.
Internship.
Anyway,
That's the correct way of doing it.
like I said, back in high school, it was kind of like it was kind of like that little like gray area of trying to talk about anime with other people at the time,
I don't know. Dragon Ball Z was all over the place.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Yeah.
That's Dragon Ball Z though. That's a well known, and that's a childhood thing that a lot of people liked.
Well, no,
back then.
kind of an American anime, I'd have to give it to SWAT Cats.
No, but what I'm trying to
That was almost anime style with the way they did all the movements and whatnot. It was still American cartoon, but
And then we had
stylistics.
Toonami bring all of the anime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but here's the
Toonami.
thing. Back then, it was kind of like a thing that you wouldn't talk about in public. Really, honestly, like maybe among private friends of yours, or like friends that like
Dude.
that maybe had the similar interest in some way.
That reminds me. Back in middle school, we were doing finals testing and shit. And for PE, we didn't have to do anything but dress out, right? I was playing blackjack
Oh
with Dragon Ball Z faced back cards.
my god.
And it was beautiful. And you know what? People were really hating on the anime.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to get to. Back then, people either hate the fact that you like that kind of stuff, or they look at you and they go, "I don't want to deal with this guy," or in some way, or in some they bring out some kind of atmosphere about it. But nowadays, ever since like that anime, Attack on Titan, it's changed a lot of people's perspective of anime. Especially since I've actually met about 4 people that never watched anime, that didn't even like the concept of it, but when they watched that show, when it was still in Japanese,
Giants run around like this.
yeah, when it was still in Japanese, and they loved the whole fact of the gore aspect of it, they were like, "Oh my god, this is the coolest thing since Dragon Ball Z," and I was like, Jesus Christ, man! I've been watching anime of different genres. Not even I'm not gonna lie. I watched romance animes. I'm not gonna lie. I like that stuff.
Pansy.
It's my thing. But what I'm trying to say is that it's just that people have such nowadays they're all right with it, and it's like back then they were so judgmental of something that's like out of the ordinary.
But
To be honest.
speaking of Attack on Titan, I totally thought they were going to Game of Thrones that storyline, and I was excited.
You thought they were just going to do
I
Red
honest-
Wedding and kill
No,
him?
honestly-
when I thought that the main character got eaten and it was just going to be the fallout of what happens afterwards, I was like, holy shit,
I know.
invested. Because I was still in a
One does
very
not
big game.
simply Game of Thrones a series.
Yeah, I know.
But
They're
that's-
the only ones that do that, man.
But that series, Attack on Titan, I still believe could have pulled it off. Because of the fact that the entire time that he was the only voice of reason, the only voice of positivity, he was trying to get everyone, and they were all hyped, and then they went in the battle, and everybody fucking got slaughtered, and he died too. I was like, holy shit, this could be really unique and cool for anime. Like, I thought they were going to full Game of Thrones it, and I was
That's-
actually kind of sad when it didn't happen, but it still worked out
That's
fine.
the thing I was about to say too about like since you brought that up, Attack on Titan disappointed me a lot. I'm
did.
sorry, it disappointed me because they came on I didn't hear about it until like I think it was like 2 months after it came out, right? Like 2 months, like people were talking about this, and it just came out and all that in the season. I was like, I'm looking for a new season of anime, maybe this new kind of series, and they're saying Attack on Titan, and I'm like,
see.
and I was watching Attack on Titan finally, and I was just like, okay, this is pretty cool. Okay, it's like it has that little Tokyo Majin feel and all that. And you know, I've watched action animes a lot, like different ones, not just Dragon Ball Z and all that. And I was expecting, because there's been a lot of good ones that are a lot older than this. You know, when I watched Attack on Titan, I was expecting something super unique. I mean, I love the whole concept of like the fucking what you call it, the monsters that eats people and all that.
Well, I just really like the bleakness of it. That there is.
It's almost hopeless.
Yeah, there was a lot of hopelessness. This feeling that they were just combating because that's all they had left to do, but
and
they
then
were losing.
And then they were and everybody's scared and terrified. Yeah. Like, no matter what. It's so realistic in some senses. I like that. The problem was...
But then they started pulling punches, and that was what pissed
Yeah,
me
and
off.
it's just... It got so mundane and mediocre. Like, it's the same thing I've seen in other older animes that does the same thing, you know?
Yeah, I know a lot of people that after I complained about that whole fact were like, but it's so cool that now he gets to turn into Titan. I was like, no! That makes it... That takes away a lot of the horror aspect of it, the whole hopelessness, the whole humans versus them. Now they just have a Titan.
Yeah, and
it's just like, that's not as cool as it
Titan
could have
sensitive.
been.
Sorry. But
well, to pull a line from Dragon Ball Z, bridge to bridge, Deuces Machina!
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened, and it pissed me off because I thought the writing was far above that.
That's what I was waiting for, something unique.
Yeah.
But then I watched this and I go, how is this better than Tokyo Majin or any other freaking action anime I've ever seen? It's pretty much kind of the same thing, except with a different cast of characters, a different threat, and all that. And I've seen way better writing than that, you know?
It definitely had the chance to
it
be
had a
something very
chance.
unique and very different for anime,
but
especially popular anime.
But these people saying that Attack on Titan is the most amazing anime ever created.
I would say it's good.
Yeah,
I've enjoyed it.
It's decent. I think it's decent.
But I also saw a lot more possibilities.
Yeah, like I said, it seems mediocre to me. That's what.
To be honest, two of the animes that I absolutely love the most, my two favorite fucking animes, that got so shafted when it came to like popularity, that were entirely original. The writing was entirely different. The character development was absolutely amazing.
Yes,
Paranoia Agent and Ergo Proxy.
I've heard of Ergo
Proxy. Was it High School of the Dead?
Oh,
you know, I wanted to.
That was major hentai, dude.
There was no actual hentai.
No. I mean, it's a hentai tease, though.
Yeah, it's like, oh wait,
if you want to
story,
know
yes.
Tease,
Naked. No.
It's keeping you on the edge of your seat, mainly by
obscure action coming through.
It's like the last part of you that is on the seat is the tip of your ball sack.
But if you want something
As
really
it's slowly
gory,
going bluer and bluer.
If you want something really gory, Elfen Lied.
Elfen Lied is fucking amazing.
Is it Lead?
Actually, Blood Sea is more gory, and it really does put you to the point of you going, it actually shocks you.
Actually, there's a new one that came out.
How bad it is.
There's a new one that came out, actually. A new kind of gory kind of anime that was like just random deaths that happened in a school or something. It's called Another. I've been hearing about it a lot, and I've actually seen a lot of on my Facebook feed. There's been a lot of like those videos, like short clips of it, and basically there was like this moment where this teacher in the middle of the classroom started like screaming out like crazy and all that, right? And he's like screaming, and all of a sudden he takes a pencil and he stabs it through his whole entire neck, and all the kids are like. And then it starts spraying blood all over the kids.
It's called Another?
Yeah, it's like...
I gotta search this.
And apparently there's
I need to watch a lot more horror shit for inspiration.
And then the other thing was this girl...
Let's see.
This girl walking, trying to run down the stairs, right? Accidentally falls off, and she had an umbrella, and it completely, like, the umbrella was just landed like this, and her whole head goes through the umbrella.
That reminds me of this story that I read when
it's
I was
a newer
back in
anime.
California. I was reading this in the local newspaper, mind you, okay? I'm reading the local newspaper of this fucking girl. Her parents went out to get groceries. And she's cleaning the kitchen and decides to get a little bit frisky with the broom.
Oh, God.
She's getting frisky with the broom. Her parents come home early because they forgot something. She leaps off of the counter and impales herself.
Oh!
See, at least little girls couldn't do that with the Nimbus. That shit was a little too wide and shafted to do that
What
with.
about the
but-
Firebolt? That might work.
Yeah, that's true. That was a little thinner. But it was the Nimbus toy that pulled off shelves because little girls were discovering themselves.
What about that?
What? I've
fucking
never heard of
Play-Doh
that.
toy?
Yeah, no, the Nimbus Nimbus toy, the Harry Potter Nimbus broom. You would turn it on and it would vibrate, so you could pretend like you're flying.
Oh my god,
But
really?
but yeah, little girls would buy this thing, and they would feel tinglies, and discover themselves for the very first time while using their Nimbus that they got for Christmas.
No
Harry
wonder it
Potter
got
became
blew
more
out.
magical to him.
Now it's a misfit toy and no longer available for market. But if you have one,
Mommy,
it can
I
sell
made
for a shit ton of
butterbeer.
money.
Mommy, I made butterbeer.
God.
Want a taste?
It's like that
Yeah.
He-Man toy that they tried to put out. Or was it
Yeah.
Tarzan? There was a Tarzan
It was
toy
the
that
Tarzan,
they
yeah.
The rock and rollin' Tarzan.
Yeah,
where
you
he's
know
just-
what? It's just like this.
Yeah, he's whacking off. Yeah.
And then they had to
Oh, I
pull it
love
out of
Misfits
shelves
toys.
too.
What about that fucking new Play-Doh toy that every kid was getting for
The
Christmas?
dildo.
Oh, yeah, it was exactly shaped like a penis, but it was for the top of a castle, I guess.
Uh-huh.
It was a mold. Yeah, it was an entire mold. The mold that
No,
Play-Doh
it was an
castle.
injection setup.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
an
yeah.
injection step and it had a slit on the top.
And it was shaped exactly like a penis. It was 100%.
And you put it on
a
top of
dildo.
the castle?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's like that's like classic Mario.
And the
That's
thing is, like,
amazing.
it's not like it was very well endowed, but it was the fucking point that drove it across. And then
I don't know. It was decently endowed. It was.
Well, hey, I mean,
I mean,
Like
if it works
teach?
for you, then I guess it works for me too.
they say that all.
I mean,
the,
it worked for a lot of mommies.
Yeah.
I might need your.
Injection system, indeed.
I might need to borrow your for
Next thing you're gonna hear: couple conceives, lesbian couple, Play-Doh.
Thanks, Play-Doh. Now we have a baby.
That turkey baster just wasn't enough. We could never fill it all the way.
All right. So,
Let's see. So we've done the vape minute. We had a little bit of an open discussion. We talked about what everyone's vaping. What's our time at right now?
We're at
It's,
about an hour 48.
no, actually, let's take 8 minutes out, so it'll probably be like an hour 40.
Where did they?
We're at an hour 40?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Sweet Jesus.
No, that's an average podcast. I would
Yeah.
say like 2 hours or so, right?
Yeah, if you're listening to an interview with Nerdist.
Nah.
I mean,
Oh, and Rooster Teeth's podcast is that long.
oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Actually, Click Bang is the other one. It goes for about 4 hours.
Oh, well, see,
Sweet
that's
Jesus,
like,
like,
wow,
that's a
that's
little bit
long,
excessive.
Yeah, I don't think people have the extension span to go through that, honestly. But
Those of you listening, if you get this podcast and it's only like 45 minutes long, there's gotta be a lot of shit that you missed out on.
Well, not only
And
that,
we're
but-
gonna have all those outtakes on a separate, I'm sure.
Oh, no. Or if he leaves it all intact and you've reached this point without fast forwarding, we give you applause.
Round of applause for the audience. They're the real heroes.
you get a.
You're better than us. We wouldn't listen to ourselves. That's for damn sure.
All right.
All right, so everybody, thank you so much for listening. Once again, I'm Dustin, Brendan, Mark, and Solomon.
Hello.
Jester, Panda, of course. Thank you so much for listening. Please like, subscribe, get our views out there. Once again, thank you to our sponsors, Harlequin Woodworks on Facebook, lungpunchvape.com, and their Facebook at exclusively Box Mods. 2 PC Gamers, of course, thank you so much for sitting in on this. We're definitely going to have you as a solid helper. Absolutely. We're going to
Brendan,
have...
are we going to have you as solid?
Possibly every now and then. And as a PC gamer, fuck ESO, go get Secret World. Try out something completely different.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be trying that.
By the way, we'll have more videos up, guys. I'm sorry that we've been behind in videos.
He's been too busy masturbating.
Yeah.
He's young.
Yeah, me, Nimliv and I have been doing that a lot.
All right, and lastly,
Masturbating
thank
each
you
other.
to Vapor Box Mods. Once again, we're out. This has been Coiled Gamers. Thank you for listening and watching.
Adios.
You have a good one.
Later.